Inner Child Healing, a liberating journey to self-love and empowerment. Exclusive program reveal. I'm Amy Colombo, a transformative confidence coach, emotional mastery coach, and single mother to 3 boys. Good morning. I'm ready to share what I've put together for anyone that is ready to go deeper, meet, connect, heal, love, and nurture that child within. I have been a fierce, loving mother to my inner child since 2021, and it has transformed my life, my business and career. My relationships with my children is really where it's impacted me the most. I am the best version of me as a mother because of this work. This is a program reveal. We are going to be having this retreat experience September 19 to 21. So mark that off on your calendar and save the dates because this is going to be awesome. So what is the inner child? Well, the inner child is the part of you that still feels and reacts like you did when you were young. It's not an actual child. It's the part of your subconscious mind that holds your early experiences and emotions. This inner child shapes many of your feelings, thoughts, and actions today. There's 2 sides to this child. The way you came into the world, authentic, free, playful, creative, confident, courageous, connected. And then there is the wounded part. And that is the part that you're probably the most frustrated with. It is the part that tends to sabotage us in our adult life. So whatever needs were not met, whatever pain you still carry, whether you were abused or not, we don't have to be abused to take away wounds from childhood. That is showing up in your adult life. What happens to kids is when they experience pain that is beyond their comprehension and they're left alone to process it, is that they form beliefs about themselves, the world, and people. And they live in our subconscious and they show up in our emotional pain body and in the patterns that we don't like about ourselves. And some of the more common beliefs that kids take away is, I am unlovable, I am not enough, it is not safe to be me, I don't belong, I'm inherently bad or wrong, or I am not worthy. So how is this showing up in your adult life? Well, through your emotional triggers, your behavioral patterns that happen without you even thinking that you don't like about yourself, as well as your reactivity. So people pleasing is a survival pattern from childhood, as well as difficulty setting boundaries, overachievement or hyperachievement, fear of new experiences, unwilling to take risks, feelings of inadequacy, insecurities, not belonging, and difficulty speaking up, just to name a few. Why should we care about our past? Why shouldn't we just push forward and forget it ever happened? Because pushing forward and forgetting it ever happened is the equivalent to suppressing, ignoring, pretending. And what that is the equivalent to is holding on to it. So by pushing forward, we think we're letting it go, but nothing could be further from the truth. It's actually the opposite. This is the paradox of transformation. We must first meet the thing we're hating and not liking with love, compassion, and acceptance in order to let it go. So the same goes for your painful past, your unmet needs in childhood. Who is this retreat experience for? It's for you if you know that you have wounds from the past that you feel ready to heal. It's for you if you're stepping into something new and maybe you're struggling, whether that is a marriage or a divorce or starting a business or making a career change. Maybe you're stepping into a new season of life, like midlife, retirement. Maybe you want more creativity and joy in your life, and you really want to uncover and unlock that authentic part of you, the authentic inner child, and experience the playfulness and the joy and the creativity again, like you did when you were little. Interestingly, in order to unlock your pure essence, that authentic part of you, that authentic inner child, the way she came in, requires for you to heal her wounds. Anyone can benefit from inner child work if you're willing to go back and explore past hurts. This is for the person that values their growth and development, that wants to move forward, because the key to moving forward is meeting the parts of you that are resisting that. And your inner child, I promise you, is in every version, every part of your resistance. What are the benefits that you get from doing inner child work? I should say, what are not the benefits from inner child work? Inner child work is, time and time again, one thing that every one of my clients talks about in their testimonials and their feedback forms as the most impactful for them. And it doesn't matter what kind of goals they're setting, whether they're professional, personal, or empowerment goals. It's always the inner child work, that relationship that they form with that very tender part of them that they take with them well into their life, way after our container is over. And it impacts positively every single version of their life. It really is the key to empowerment, because when you no longer need or feel like a victim to the fact that people are not providing what you need, the validation, the apology, the approval, the permission, when you're waiting around for someone else to give that to you, you are not standing in your power. You're giving your power and your control away. So healing, loving, and nurturing this inner child is giving yourself the permission, is giving yourself the nurture and love and care that you need. There is no greater powerful form of self-care than inner child work. Forget the walk, getting your nails done, getting your hair done. Inner child work, meeting your vulnerable, tender emotions inside yourself that did not get their needs met back then, that are still in your subconscious mind trying to get those needs met in all the wrong ways. When you become that mother, that father, that healer, that nurturer, that teacher, that coach, that unconditionally loving forgiver, when you become that to this part of you, everything changes. So what changes? Reduced anxiety and depression, letting go of resentment, a newfound sense of inner peace, improved personal and professional relationships, a deeper connection to yourself and people, increased self-confidence, improved emotional regulation and ability to control your reactivity, renewed creativity, playfulness, and joy. We all need and want more of that. And an increase in risk tolerance. I serve a lot of new entrepreneurs, purpose-driven, heart-aligned entrepreneurs. This is vital on that journey. Feeling empowered to speak up, to be seen, and to be heard. How many of you are silencing yourselves or afraid to open up the difficult conversations, afraid to raise your hand in the work meeting, afraid to tell someone what you're really thinking and feeling? Inner child work will help you to be able to overcome those barriers. The details. This is going to be September 19 to 21. It's a Friday evening to a Sunday afternoon. Each session, day by day, brings you to a place of inner peace, joy, and freedom. The sessions bridge from one to the next, giving you a complete experience. We're using a combination of somatic experiences, including, and not limited to, art, writing, body movement, breath work, and mindful-based somatic practices to connect you to this child within and release and let go of what is no longer serving you. You get a workbook, guided audio, a community in the Facebook group, and you do get workshop recordings afterwards. I also have included a bonus Q&A and integration group coaching call afterwards. So after the weekend is done, I will schedule an integration call, because integrating the deep transformative work that you did in the container, it's a safe space for sacred healing. That is the most important piece of this. And I teach you that in the course. What is the environment for healing to happen. And I know how to hold that space for you. I've been holding that space for women for the last 4 years. The investment, this is $595, and you can save your seat now by clicking the link. I do have a special incentive. It's limited to the first 5 seats at an early bird pricing. Use the coupon code EARLYBIRD, all caps, all one word, EARLYBIRD, and get $100 off, plus an added value of $500, a one-to-one coaching call with me afterwards. Yes, so you get that bonus group integration call, but for the next 5 seats, if you go ahead and book now, and I highly recommend that you do because these are going to go fast and this will not be offered again, you will get that one-to-one space for us to personally integrate this work together. And that is really powerful. I want to share just some of the testimonials that came in the last time we did this. They were amazing. All 5-star. You can go to my Google business page and see them. Despite years of therapy, I still felt unresolved childhood trauma affecting my life. Amy's gentle guidance helped me connect with my inner child, leading to a profound shift. Now I feel less anxious and more confident in both personal and professional settings. Okay, another one, from self-doubt to purposeful living. Amy's coaching helped me confront and forgive past mistakes, especially related to addiction and parenting. Her ability to read body language and pinpoint areas of fixation facilitated substantial growth. Now I pursue my dreams with increased confidence and clarity. From unworthiness to self-discovery. The retreat provided powerful experiences that guided me to connect with my inner child. Dialoguing with my inner child revealed insights into wounds I hadn't realized existed. Amy's compassionate facilitation made this journey invaluable. My own personal experience with inner child work, I discovered inner child work at age 42, I'm now 48, and I was stuck in angry victim consciousness. I know that now. I had no idea back then. This inner child work started in a therapy container with me healing childhood trauma in a traditional therapy container. And then I entered a space just like this. It was a weekend virtual retreat experience, and I was held. And wow, I had done so much work on my childhood trauma up until then. Couldn't believe the profound impact that came from a safe, sacred coaching container where you're held in a group just like this. So this is a dream offering for me to hold this space for you. This is one of those things that I experienced early on in becoming a coach and just thought, oh my gosh, I want to be that coach holding this space. So it's very meaningful for me personally, but you need to make the decision and you need to decide this is the right time, that there is no other time but now. We've only got this one life. And aren't you worth a weekend of deep transformative space to help move you forward closer to your goal, closer to starting that business, closer to a family member or your partner or spouse, from letting go of resentment, closer to your parent whom you're still harboring resentment and unresolved wounds for, closer to your children. We have no idea how our attachment injuries from childhood don't just play out with our parents as adults, with our partner and spouse, they play out in our parental relationships with our own children. So whether you're avoidant or anxious or disorganized, we get into that in this space and we teach you. So there's teaching as well as the somatic experiences, and together it's very powerful. So you learn all about attachment styles and injuries, as well as the work needed to transform that into a healthy attachment style, which I have a personal story about that. I'm a disorganized, lean heavy into an avoidant attachment style. If you know, you know. And I've been doing so much personal development work over the years. Well, at the last retreat, I gave a quiz. Everyone was able to take a quiz and find out what their attachment style was. I took it and I have healed my attachment style. And it's exactly what I talk about, that with intentional healing, transformative growth work, you can become securely attached. I took the quiz in May and it said that I was securely attached. And I celebrated the heck out of that. That was just a testament to the personal work that I've done. I've taken that quiz many times before, and it always comes out disorganized. But I can assure you that this work is powerful and transformative. Okay. Well, let me know if you have any questions. Click the link and book today. Save your seat. This is going to be powerful. You don't want to miss out on this. Make this the time to say yes to that tender, loving part of you. Because if there's one thing that I know in every woman, I've coached over 300 women at this point, thousands of hours. In every woman, no matter how she presents herself to the world, whether she's shy and quiet and reserved and introverted, or high achieving and driven and loud and goes after what she wants in an assertive manner. Whatever type of woman you are, there is a tender, loving little girl inside, your inner child, that wants to be nurtured and loved, and in the most caring, motherly way. And when you are willing to get vulnerable and real with this part of yourself and turn towards her and give her what she needs, that's what you need in the present to be able to move forward and go after what it is you want, and to let go of what is no longer serving you anymore. And I want you to say yes to yourself. Okay, everyone, have an amazing day. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. Bye.